Hi there, it's me, Lame Gamer. Hope you're all doing well. Now, today's video follows on from my series of where I'm trying to improve my videography, smartphoneography, using my smartphone on a budget without having the need to buy a DSLR or a really expensive camera. So far I have purchased the smartphone rig by Newer, which you can find the video up here in the link, or there's a link below. And now we have the next item on our quest to get better videography, which is a light. That's right, we went for lighting. I feel lighting makes a big difference. For instance, I use two really big key lights to try and give me some even warmth on my face. Even though I'm ginger and pale as hell, it tries to make me look semi-healthy, but it can only work with what it's got. So that being said, the product I have gone for is this. The Ulanzi is what I'm gonna call it. Ulanzi, that's what it looks like. VL49 light, that's what we're gonna call it, I guess. It looks like it's gonna fit on top of this, on top of the smartphone rig. And yeah, that's about it. Let's see how much of a difference it actually makes to my video quality using this. Just before we go into the video, I want to say that I've paid for this myself, therefore there is no sponsorship or endorsements involved in case anybody is worried about any of that swaying my opinion. But like with all my reviews, even if they were sponsored, you'll find an unbiased, balanced argument for and against the product if I can find one. That being said, let's get into it and open the box. Oh, look, I did that gimmick again where I throw the product to myself. Okay, so we've got the Ulanzi VL49 limited white version. I don't know what that means. Just a quick look around the box. Just says it's an LED light made in China. Oh, that's quite a cool little branding quote, I guess. It says, a small brand focusing on phonography. So is that what I am, a phonographer? Maybe. It's also got some information, got a beam angle of 60. You know what, I'm just gonna put all the details up here. That way then I can't read it wrong. So yeah. Got a lot of information about where it's come from as well in China. So let's go down to our top-down view and open the box. Here we go. Okay, so here we are. Top-down view of the VL49 LED light for phonography, it looks like. Like we said, the box got lots of detail on it. So that's about all we can say about the box. Let's open it up and see what's inside. So here we go, we open it up. Inside we get the classic silica gel. So that can go over here. We've also got, so it looks like it's got some form of quality certificate. So I'll put that over there with the silica gel. We've got a charge cable that looks like a very short USB-C type to USB-A. So that's what we've got there. Okay, now let's have a look at the light itself. It comes in one of these little bags that's going to protect it ever so slightly. We've also got this instruction manual that doesn't look like it's in English. Nope. If I turn it over, if we turn it around, there is an English version of the instructions. So we can adjust the brightness, we can see the charge indication as well. Let's have a look at the light itself then. So secured down with this bit of tape. And there is the light. Once again, very light. Excuse the pun, but yeah, it is a very light device. And it's got this small threaded insert here. The question is, does it have any power? We've got an on button. Oh my goodness, it does work. Hello, I'm Lame Gamer, really bright face. So it looks like there's 5 levels of brightness. Jeez Louise. So if we turn this over and we flick through the settings, it's hard to do upside down, but if we do this, see there's this little LED here. That's mode 1. Mode 2 gets brighter. Mode 3 gets brighter again. 4 and 5. Okay, then we go back down. Then if we press M, that is the battery level by all accounts. So you know sort of how long you've got left. Okay, so on the back you have the USB-C charging point. looks like you've got some shoe mounts here, 1, 2, 3, and you've got this 1/4" screw hole as well. Okay, so I'm back. So basically at the end of the last video, or the last cut, whatever I'm deciding to do with the video before this, I had to run off and do bath time with player 3, and then it got late and I thought, you know what, I don't really want to be recording a video whilst player 3 is trying to sleep. So for transparency, I've had a bit of a shave. Don't know if that makes any difference to you guys, but if anybody's noticed, I had a little bit of a shave. The mustache is gone, look less rubbish. Mustaches just don't suit me. Okay, so where were we? We had the Ulanzi LED light that clips to your phone rig. Also, we're going to use our newer phone mount rig to hold my phone in, which I reviewed and looked at in the last video, which you can see up here. And yeah, let's put it all together and see how it goes. Okay, so we put it in there, and I'm guessing I've just got to tighten this little like nut to say that it doesn't wobble. There we go. Not going to come out anytime soon. It's very stable. Not that I would be doing this with the phone unless, I don't know why I would do that with the phone. Let's put my phone inside of the camera rig and we can see what it looks like with different footage. Lens facing the same way as the light, obviously. So like that. Lens and light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the lights in my room. That's the key light off. And all we can see at the moment is the light straight from the camera. I could do some camera settings on my webcam, but I'm not going to. We've got some natural light from the window, and I'm going to turn on like the singular bulb that you'll see in the video above me. So we'll see that in a second. Now, as you can see, it lights my shoulders. It's a bit further behind me, so it doesn't really add much practical light. Okay, so with this light setup, I'm now going to put my phone into camera mode. Okay, so I'm now on phone camera. What I'm going to do now is as you can see, this is what the light normally looks like. Above me is a singular light bulb. You can see it like up there somewhere. But yeah, and that is what's lighting me. Mostly lighting on my shoulders, as you can see, and not really doing a lot of beneficial light. So if I was to be making content like this with poor lighting, then this is the sort of image you get. Not too bad. Obviously the phone camera quality is pretty good, but now let's see if when we turn the light on it does anything different. So here we go. So that is the light at its lowest form. Just checking that the camera's got me in, and I don't think it looks too bad, to be fair. And now what we're going to do is increase the intensity of the light. So that's level 1, that's level 2, level 3, level 4, flipping heck, and level 5. Whoa, that is a bright light. The problem is now that the light is kind of distracting and I want to stare at the light that's up there, but I'm very aware that I need to look at the camera that is there. So if I was to talk like this, it's obviously going to look kind of strange. I wish there was like a little indicator that I could look at like here-ish, so I could keep my eye on the camera, but I do want to look at the light. But apart from that, I'll review the footage now and we will see what it comes out like in post. So here we go. Hello, welcome to Spooky Time with Lamer Gamer. Sorry, just thought that was quite funny with the light there. Anyway, key lights are coming back, and there we go. Now, one, it does show the importance of having some form of lighting. I'm not very good with camera terminology, so I'm not the guy here who's going to teach you about videography. I'm just trying out new tech. But it's kind of obvious that when you have a decent lighting rig and a camera that can adapt to it, then the camera does seem to be able to do more. If you are a videographer or a photographer and you have an explanation on this, then that would be great to see that in the comments. But if not, it looks like better light equals better video quality. Okay, so I've looked back at the footage that you've just seen, and I can make a few conclusions from this, I guess. I'm not a photographer or videographer. I just make content and I try and get lighting and camera levels right. So I can just give you an idiot's opinion, maybe. Let's look at the greats and the not so greats of this product. So first of all, the price point I think is around about right for this kind of light. It's around about £22 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. You can also see the battery level on it, so you can see when your battery is depleting, so you get an idea of how long you've got left on the light. I don't know if other light manufacturers do this, but I thought this was quite a cool functionality of the light. It's also quite compact and easy to travel around with, whereas I've seen giant lights. Like try transporting a key light in your backpack. That's going to be quite difficult. But yeah, this also uses battery, so you don't need to plug it into any mains, so you can record footage on the go. Another plus point about this product is it is very easy to use, and it looks like it's very easy to charge as well. And the final positive I would say is that it comes with this cold shoe mount, so you just have to be wary that your device or rig that you're attaching to has that. But it's pretty easy to mount, easy to operate, and quite a nice price for the device. Now onto the not so great. Now the biggest drawback on using this light for me personally is that I cannot change the warmth of the light. That means that I can't change it from like a harsh white like this to a warmer white, especially on the go. I want one tool that can be able to be adaptable in those sort of situations. Another thing is the battery life. Depends on how long you want to record for, but obviously the life of the light on a single charge will depend on how much brightness you're using, if that's the correct sentence I want to put together. Give that a go. The other thing is it does come with a very small USB charging cable, which would be good for charging if it's not being used. I don't know if it would be very practical if you were trying to use it out on a shoot and have this really small cable to reach a power bank. Don't know. If you have used a power bank with one of these lights, please let me know. And also there's only 5 sort of modes of lighting. If you think that the 5 steps and increments that are there are too harsh or too sudden, and can't get you quite the right level of lighting you want, then you probably want to go for a different light that can give you better increments of change, which I probably would, knowing that I want to have that sort of maximum level control on my light. All in all, if you're looking for a budget device, then this light could be the solution for you. Like I said, cost effective. You can change the light levels, it can be mounted on a cold shoe operation, and for £22 say, it's not gonna bust the bank if it isn't the right solution for you. If you did like this video and you want to see what I review next on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the little bell so you know every time I post a new video. Also, if you have any devices or recommendations for things, even if you're a manufacturer of products that would like your product to be reviewed on this channel, I would love to see what you have. You can also catch me on all the relevant social media channels. I also stream on Twitch, and I have started streaming as well on Kick, so I'll hopefully see you over there. But in the meantime, you take care, and I'll see you online. Cheers.
That's all for today, folks. See you next time on the Lamer Gamer channel.